All right. So I'm really excited to be getting this next one going and getting a couple more pieces in. You should go pretty quick. Just a little bit there. Just a little bit there. Okay, so let's get some nails in. Remember, alignment is very important. You want these to be perpendicular, so make sure that they're right on the line. Holding with these two fingers, pushing in. Remember, you're holding the model down against the foam with your fingers while you're driving these nails in. Nice. Okay, we're making good progress. Yeah, this is a little tricky. I'm going to push this over. Push this over. It's not getting super tight up against the other one, but we really need these to fit in there. So if it's just a little bit over the line, I think that that's fine. Because you really don't want these to be too tight as you're trying to fit these in later when they're the right size. Those are just spacers for now. They just help us keep that space open with the right width for our channel blocks. Pushing down with these two fingers. Following up. There we go. Nice. Wow. You know, it goes a lot quicker. It goes a lot quicker when we've had some practice. So now I'm going to move to the 4x4. And so I'll just talk about that selection. That's this piece here. And if you're having trouble identifying it, it's a square. And if you take two of your 2x4s and you put them side by side, then they appear almost the same. Okay, let's see if that. And so then we'll cut this one here, going across here, and make this mark. And give this a little cut. Okay. A little tight. Nice. We always want it just a little bit snug. So that's what we'll get in there. This will be a hard nail to put in, but that's okay. We'll get it. We'll go in at an angle. All right. So that's about, I think that's a good place to pause for a moment. Okay, so we are looking at a couple different things here. And after we get all these studs in, the next step is this 4x4 header. So this is still loose, we need to nail this. All right. Now it's pretty tight, so I'm gonna go in at an angle like this, not straight in. This would be what I would be saying if it's straight in. So I'm holding the pencil at an angle and I'm going down at that angle. So remember a few of the tools you're gonna need, possibly some glue, a cutting surface, your sandpaper, a pencil, razor blade, needle nose pliers, tape measure, your miter, your easy miter box and saw, and some nails. So let's get going. Boy, that was really hard. That was really tough getting that in, but that went in an angle. Okay, that's nice. Let's get one more in from the other side. Okay, now that I'm pushing that one in, I'm going to hold it with my finger and slide it. Oh, let me try to show you that a little bit better. I'm holding it with my finger here and I'm sliding it. Oh, I almost poked myself. I saw it coming up just at that last minute. So be real careful. And that can happen with the real nail gun also. The nails can deflect inside and come in different directions. So you want to keep your hands a little further away maybe. There we go. There we go. That's in. That's nice. Okay, so I like what I have going on here. This looks pretty good. And I like to start doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to do these 5 top pieces first, and then I'll work to the trimmers here and here, and then I'll start putting in the fire blocks and these channel blocks. These are just spacers that are in here right now. I'm going to put in the real ones after I've done with the rest of it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Got a nice little view here. Nice little look. There we go. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to see whether this is the right size. Way too short. Way too short. That's my first mess up in a while. I don't think I've messed up for a little while. That's okay. Save it though. Just because you mess up a cut doesn't mean you get to get rid of that piece. Put that in your pieces bag for later. Okay, let me take a, great, it's a little too tight. I'd rather it be too tight than too loose, so then I can just sand it down a little bit. Nice. Okay, so I see that this is a great fit. This becomes my master now. So I pop this piece out and then I make my marks. And so I'm going here, I'm going to get 2 out of this one, making sure that it's aligned with my thumb. I'm marking there. So I just mark with the pencil. Now I'm going to go to the other side, flip it around, and I'm going to get 2 off this one piece. Now I need 5, so then that's 3, so I need another 2. Holding it flush, mark the line. This speeds it up quite a bit. So we're going to do 4 cuts in a row. Cut. That was easy. Cut. That was easy. Cut. That one was a lot harder. So remember, just wiggle it, wiggle it. I try to wiggle it like this as I push down, and then not push too hard, because if you twist the blade, you could potentially cut yourself. Now, that's what the first aid kit is for, and I'm not saying like that you should be having accidents all the time. I am saying safety first, safety mindset. And when you have an accident, in the unfortunate case that you do have an accident, then you get your Band-Aid, get your dressing, clean your wound, and apply that dressing to it. Could be a Band-Aid, it could be some gauze. I think that the cutting with the razor blade is way faster than cutting with the saw. I like the results better too. Okay, these pieces are so small, I like to gently put them into place with the pencil tip. Adjust that just a little bit. Okay, so we have these cripples in place, and I just am getting them with 1 nail from the top each. I think that that's going well for these, so I'm not going to worry about putting in stuff from the bottom. I'm just going to do 1 from the top. Now, if it proves to be an issue later, I can always put more in later. Okay, got that one. Number 2, number 3, number 4. I think it starts to go faster as you get a little bit more used to the motions. It's not about speed, it's just, it's about accuracy, but you can improve your efficiency as you work through this. Okay, so great, I got all those in. They're not super tight because they only have one nail. I think that's enough. Okay, the next pieces are going to be these trimmers here and here. They support the 4x4 there and there. I'm going to grab 2 more 8-footers. The 8-footers are 5 5/8 if you want to check those. I have my mark. Give it a little cut. I always like to cut it just a little bit long. I tried cutting it long and it's just a little snug. So good thing I cut it just a little bit long, just in case, and it ended up being necessary for it to be long enough. It's almost too short. Okay. That one works there. Yeah, it's there. Okay, so this is the question that Manuel had earlier, and it was about how to nail these. So you see how I'm blocked here? Actually, I'm going to get in real close for this. I think that this is a good time to zoom in. There we go. Okay, so we're talking about these trimmers here and here. And how do you nail them in? And this is, this is a model. There's not a lot of room. These nails are big compared to the model. And so how do you get these pieces in? Well, normally you would try to go from the top and the bottom. Well, what we have here is we have a clear shot from the bottom, so let's go ahead and take that first, holding firmly with this finger, pushing in, following through. And then we're going to get this next one over here. I'm going to hold it firmly, push it up, follow through. That's going, oh, that's really tough. Oh, it's so tough. I'm going to pull that out. Wow, super tough. Because it's too tough, I'm going to go in at an angle. Oh, this is hard. Okay. I don't like this piece. I'm going to take this piece out. I feel like I'm going to push it too hard and I'm going to really slip and maybe something is going to happen. So I'm going to just take it. Hey, just get another piece. We have extra pieces just for this. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut again, but you know, some of these pieces densities are just very high, and there's a variation in wood density. It has to do with where the wood is grown, the seasons that have affected its growth, the part of the tree. There's so many factors in how hard it can be. Like you can even see that there's like a color difference between this one and this one. Okay, so let's go back to this nailing close-up. Let's go from the bottom, go up. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, I know it's frustrating to have to cut a whole nother piece, but if you're really pushing it too hard, then if you risk breaking the rest of your pieces, that could be really bad. Okay, so I'm going to go down here at an angle. So there's my angle. If you can't see that angle, then I'm going to come with a pencil, and that's how I'm going to drive it in there. And I'm just hoping to hide the nail inside. I don't want the nail coming out on the other side there. So it's quite an aggressive angle. And then just drive it in. Okay, so that's in there. That's holding that nicely. And so I hope this answers your question. And I did that one from the inside. Let me do this one from the outside. Okay, again, I'm going at that really sharp angle. This is the angle that it's going in. There we go. Okay, so I got both of those in. We did these two straight, and we did these two at an angle, the nails. And now we're ready for all the little blocks that go inside. So I'm going to go ahead and pop out these spacers for now. Those were just so that I can keep my space correct between these two. And so we're going to fill in these channel blocks, 1, 2, 3. These are 1 inch long. Then these are just made in place, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a little one right here. This one's so small. This one might be a good candidate for just glue. And then we'll be done with wall 2. Once we're done with wall 2, no, we have to add the cap plates at the top. We have to add the cap plates. But then after we're done with that, then we're actually going to pop this off. And this says wall 2 and 3 because we're going to make another one. Okay, so we're just going to run through this. Now, if you've accumulated a lot of little pieces and you have them in your bag, in your storage bag, you might find some pieces that just fit really well in here. So I'm just seeing what I have. What's close? That's not close. Perfect. That one's going to fit there. It's a little too long. It's a little too short. A little too short. That's long enough. Not long enough. No. That and that. Okay, so I'm just going to use those. The rest of them I'm going to put in my bag. Oh, maybe I have some inch long ones. So I'm going to cut a couple of inch long ones. So this is one, and then here's another one. These don't have to be so exact, so I'm just gonna cut straight on top, holding the other piece there. Boom, boom. And we just need one more. Let me grab one more so we can get that. If I'm just doing some speed cuts, I'm not even gonna make a line. I'm just gonna go straight at it. Great. Okay, so these are these three channel blocks that go here, here, and here. And it's too tight for my finger to fit in, so I'm just gonna take my pencil, push it down. There we go. And these should be side nailed flat against the paper. Let's get these other ones done. Measure this. This is bone. Is that bowing a little bit? No, it's just my an illusion. Nice. That fits great. Should all be the same size, but sometimes there's a small amount of variation. Now, if that happens, then that's why I like to measure each one instead of just doing a whole bunch. They should be a regular interval here, here, and here, just for these three, because these are that standard 16 inches on center from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here. If you haven't heard me say that term enough, on center means that I measure from the center of this board, this stud, excuse me, to the center of this stud. And the center from here to here is 16 inches. And if we look at our measuring tape, there's a 16-inch mark, and it has a special arrow on it right there. So it's definitely on every tape measure that you would be using, including the one in your toolkit. And it is a significant thing to remember. So please remember that. That piece is there. There we go. All right. Okay, we're ready to go except for that little piece there. I'm just gonna take that one out of this little, I'm gonna eyeball it. I think this will be a good size. Let's see if it fits. Yeah, it fits. Dang, that is so small. Okay, right there. I'll try to put a nail in that one first. I have a feeling that that's gonna shift on me, but let's go ahead and give that a shot. I'm gonna go in from this side, putting my weight down here. Putting my weight down with this, pushing sideways. There, it's in. This will be a little harder to get two in, but I think we'll get it. We're getting better at this. Now just be careful with your finger. These are pretty small so that the nail can glance off and come towards you, towards your finger. This is tough. This is a really tough piece. I'm getting a lot of flex, and it was pretty hard to put that in. So just be careful. If you push it too hard, these little pieces will break. I'm going to put this one in low and on the side. Put that in there. And get this one here. There we go. So that one's in. I got a nail going that way and a nail going that way, here and here on this flat channel block. And I'll just get all the, I'm actually going to just nail all these right now and then just work my way this way. So I don't lose track of what I nailed and what I didn't nail. I'm going to get some more nails out of the bag. And I only ever get a pinch out at a time. And what I mean by a pinch is this much, just a little bit, okay? I don't like to take too many out because picking them up is difficult. You drop them on the floor. If they go into the carpet, you're gonna need to get a magnet to pull some of these up. They are so small, you might not even see them. Okay, so I'm gonna be going right here, putting this one in sideways. You have to get real low. I'll give you a little better view of how close I'm getting. I'm getting really close to the tip so I can get this as low as possible, this edge right there as low as possible, and then go sideways. Okay. Nice. Pushing down, going sideways, pushing down, watch your finger, watch the angle, pushing down, going sideways. Yeah, nice. I'm pretty happy with those. Now I'm going to continue here and here and here and here. So let's get 6 more in. I think we can get 6 nails in and then we're going to call it a day. Holding down. I'm holding down with these 2 fingers here, holding down on the horizontal piece as well as the stud. Slowly. It's so close to my finger, I'm backing my finger up now as the nail goes in deeper. Holding it down with these 2 fingers. Nice. Okay. Oop, I wasn't holding it down. It really shifted on me. Last 2. I go from the outside, holding down here. 1 finger there. Pushing with the side. Oh, I came out. No, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna get a little lower, sideways. Nope, I glanced off again. I'm gonna raise my head up so I can get a little bit better angle. Yeah, I wasn't getting a good angle look at it. Nice. That's in there. Last one. Holding down, holding down. Watch here. Oh, I missed it. I missed it twice. Boy, this is a hard one to see. Let me try to push it out with the pencil. I'm not able to grab it super easy. There it is. I grabbed the head. I pulled it out nicely so it didn't bend. Third time's the charm. Let's get this. There it is. Nice. Wow. Okay, that went really great. I am really happy. The last two things are just up here and up here. Can I get those real quick? Yeah, I'll try to get those real quick. Too short. This piece of wood was too hard. I'm going to leave it in my other pieces for now. Okay, so I'm going to get this one, align it there. Okay, so that's going to be my cut there for that one. And then here's going to be my cut for this one. Okay, cut. This piece is a lot harder. I'm already not liking this piece. I'm going to try to drive a nail in just on the side. If I can't drive it in easily, yeah, this is going to be a hard one. Yeah, I'm going to not go with this piece. It's a little too hard. Grab another one, mark it. Once you have something that's the right length, it's pretty easy to get your mark on it pretty quick. Got it. Razor blade. This seems a lot better. Okay, that piece goes there. And then I'm going to put these at an angle and make sure I keep a spacer here where we're going to join it to the other wall. There. Get your nail. And I'm going to go in at an angle. I bent that nail. Realizing it's bent, get rid of it immediately. Don't even hesitate trying to save a bent nail. These things are too delicate. Okay. Oh, that one hit the top there. It's coming out. So it's twisting my other block. I'll need one in the bottom now. I'm going to go right up here. Another one on the top at an angle. I'm going to go the opposite direction, this direction. Okay, now this last piece. Okay, that looks great. I'm trying to keep the gap in the right spacing, so I put in another piece just as a space holder for a second, and then remove that. So here we're going to go at an angle. It is coming out just a little bit, so I might have to reposition that nail later. This one we're going at an angle. There. Okay. So this section is complete, and I'm pretty happy with the way that that went. This completes wall 2, and then we'll remove this whole thing, and then we'll do it again for wall 3.